This is Scott McQuilkin recording this message from the Hawthorne House. 8 decades of Whitworth gatherings have been held in this living room and around this dining room table, just on the other side of the camera I'm facing. Janice and I look forward to being part of the next in many conversations to be held in this room and in this home. We know they will be wonderful. Last week I was introduced as Whitworth's 19th president. What a privilege to serve here and now officially in this role. Whitworth has had wonderful and talented faculty and staff who have stayed here for decades. And I'm sure just the mention of that fact brings to mind people who have impacted your life or the lives of your children. At times I've been asked why I've spent all but 3 years of my adult life at Whitworth, and it's an easy answer. Because it's this place, because of our mission, our students, and this community. Whitworth has always been and remains a Christ-centered university where we equip our students, undergraduate and graduate, to serve a world that needs them in whatever vocation they choose. It's because for almost 40 years now, I've got to observe who our students are when they arrive on campus, and then the people they become through a Whitworth experience. And it's because of you, our community of people, faculty, staff, alumni, and supporters. You know, decades ago, I realized that Whitworth University was a place where I'd be able to look back and say someday, what a rewarding way to spend an adult life. And like I've said, easy answer, and not just for me, but for many, many others. Now let me transition to a sampler plate of Whitworth events I'd like to call your attention to. On February 16th, we'll kick off One Pine Day, our annual 1,890-minute event that celebrates Whitworth's founding in February 1890. Let me encourage the Whitworth community from near and far to rally together to support life-changing opportunities for students. You can learn more at whitworth.edu/OnePineDay. Please follow our progress online during the event. Campus will close out our celebration on February 17th with birthday cake in the hub to mark the 132nd anniversary of Whitworth's founding. If you're in the neighborhood, come by and grab a slice, maybe 2 slices, maybe even a corner slice with extra frosting, whatever. April 21st will be a big day on campus. That afternoon, we'll dedicate the Dana and David Dornsife Health Sciences Building, a facility made possible by the generosity of philanthropists Dana and David Dornsife, who gave Whitworth its largest gift ever. This building is spectacular, and it will house our new doctorate programs in physical therapy and occupational therapy, both of which will welcome their first classes of students this fall. Construction is almost complete, and faculty and staff will take occupancy in mid-March. Something rotten. Well, what could follow those 2 words, you ask? My kids are seeing this video and filling in the blanks. Well, Dad, could be your singing voice. Might be your aging and creaky golf swing. Your dad jokes surely qualify. Well, wrong on all counts, kids, and go to your rooms. Something Rotten is the spring production of our theater department. This musical comedy takes us to the Renaissance, where 2 brothers set out to write the world's first musical in this funny mashup of 16th century Shakespeare and 21st century Broadway. This is just the right show for Whitworth's return to live musical theater. Come and see it in March. The production is fun, it has heart, and it will make you laugh. We know commencement is already top of mind for our soon-to-be graduates and your families. We're really excited to share details with you next week about our class of 22 commencement ceremonies. Please be on the lookout for that announcement. And seniors, also keep an eye out for communications from the Alumni Office, which is working hard to provide you with as many traditional senior experiences as possible this spring. So there you go, just a taste of the many activities and events taking place on campus. I'll close with this. 2 weeks ago, Whitworth theology professor Haley Jacobs spoke at our Board of Trustees retreat. Any student who's taken a class from Dr. Jacob knows the brilliance and faith she brings to her classroom. She dissected Romans 8:28 through 30 for us. Familiar verses that say how in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and have been called according to His purposes. Haley shared that a key part of that text is best translated as by means of. In other words, that God works for good by means of those who love Him and have been called according to His purposes. By means of indicates that we are participants in how the Lord works for good. Haley's encouragement to us was to begin our days with the question, Lord, where and how can I be of use to you today to fulfill your good and holy purposes? I'm grateful for the good works being done by means of people in the Whitworth community, those on campus, and the many far and wide serving their communities. God's blessings to you.